We overestimated our capabilities to commercialize this product and underestimated all the things that may go wrong.
How do we turn a brilliant innovation into a real, reliable consumer product?
Andre Kalantzopoulos went to investors in one of the investor calls and told them that we would be launching our heated tobacco product the following year on the market for real consumers to buy. We felt we did not have a chance to be able to make it happen. But I think looking back now, he did that very purposefully because we were tweaking everything and we would never have been satisfied. So I think he put a stake in the ground to say that it would be done in the following calendar year.
We're going to launch and we're going to make mistakes, and we need to be able to do that in a small enough scale in each of the different launch markets, but at the same time having the ability to be able to quickly turn on the overall supply chain to be able to react to that.
When you are trying to do something that nobody has ever done before, the probability that you will fail, the probability that it will be 2 steps forward, 1 step backward, is very, very high.
In the real world, in the operating world, we knew that these products were so compelling that it was just a matter of time before they succeeded.
And I think when we finally put this product on the market, it was a big relief to everybody, because the day you are on the market, this is no longer confidential and we can talk to anybody about what we do. We can finally explain to our friends and family what the hell we were doing in this cube.
And we made it. And we made it with 3 months to spare, so I'm pretty happy about that.
It has been very difficult to find a name.
What is a name, word that can be really international?
We had a name that was promising. And interesting, it was not IQOS, it was a couple, but it was IQO. It's just completely made up names, right? They don't stand for anything, but you could associate something with it. And then we started to add letters in front of it and at the end, so BICO, IQOT. And we ended up with IQOS. That was the birth of the name then that stayed till today.
We actually launched commercially in Japan. Why Japan? For a very simple reason. Japan had a history of consumer accepting innovation.
Consumers demand innovation to be relevant. So they have this expectation of product innovation, creativity, bringing new things.
There is a very strong culture of being very considerate to others. These are the kind of the product benefits that really resonated with Japanese consumers.
When people see the product, people said, this is truly the difference that drive us to achieve our bold vision.
Plus also we had a favorable regulatory environment which allowed us to do a lot of communication and a lot of trial with the consumers at the start.
We didn't know what would be the reaction. Yes, of course, we did studies. We tried to test and see what consumers would think about it, but you never know, you cannot be sure until you launch.
We were sent photographs and videos of what was happening on the ground, and oh my goodness, we were in tears to see consumers queuing round the block to get into the store and find out about this product. And then we moved our focus and attention to Italy, which had been the second pilot launch market. It was an utterly different story.
In the early days in Milano when we started were, from today's perspective, they were pretty bumpy.
It was really hard to make communications in Italy because it's not permissible due to the regulation.
It took time, it took patience to be able to bring new-to-world products to the market and have adult consumers actually understand what's in it for me, how do I use the product.
So of course there wasn't the replication of what we had seen in Japan right on our doorstep in Italy. So we were like, what's going on here? What's wrong?
What we had understood less is how in actual use by hundreds of thousands of people, what problems may occur.
We will go smoke-free, and this is the direction, no way back.
It was a very, very bold move.
There was a lot of articles criticizing us.
The wait, I have to say, was excruciating.